Hello, and welcome back to our Advanced Squad Leader tutorial series. We're taking a break from mortar obstacles and covering a viewer request. In this volume, we will be covering one of the most powerful and useful support weapons available to infantry in the Advanced Squad Leader system, the demo charge. Like always, let's review the demo charge first. Like we usually do, we will go from the top to bottom and break down the counter piece by piece. The B simply designates this demo charge from any other demo charge on the battlefield. DC obviously tells us this is the demo charge. This is a depiction of what the demo charge looks like. It costs 1 portage point to carry a demo charge. The DC attacks with a 30 firepower with a range of 1 only. The triangle is telling us that leadership cannot be used to modify the demo charge attack in any way, and like all other support weapons in Squad Leader, it malfunctions on a 12. The demo charge or satchel charge can be used against infantry, vehicles, and fortifications, but you have to get up close and personal to use it. This poses danger to the infantry using it, and headaches to the advanced squad leader player trying to use it the right way. Let's start with the 468 infantry unit armed with a demo charge located on the board as shown with 3 potential targets. He can attack the leader in the open, the squad in the house, the tank, and he can attack the house itself if need be using several different ways. We are not going to go through the defensive fire aspects of this exercise because that is another topic. Here we are going through the mechanics of attacking with a demo charge. To attack the infantry in the open, the 468 can start here. Expend 1 MF to enter the hex next to the unit it is attacking, and then spend the MF of the terrain of the target hex to place the demo charge in the hex containing the target unit, for a total of 2 MF for the moving unit in this case. If the target unit was in a house, as the Russian squad is, the attacker would spend 1 MF again to enter that hex, then 2 MF to place the DC in the hex containing the target, for a total of 3 MF to place a demo charge on the squad in the house. In each of the attacks, the targets receive the TEM of their terrain, so the leader would be attacked on the 30 firepower column with no TEM, and Squad B, the squad, receives the TM of the wooden house, so it is attacked on the 30 column with a +2 DRM. So if the roll on the 30 column of the IFT was 8 on both these targets, the leader would suffer a 3 morale check, and the squad in the wooden building would suffer a 2 morale check. Now we go to attack the vehicle. This is a 2-step process to attack this vehicle. First, let's have the infantry walk up to the tank. The 468 has to roll a placement dice roll and refer to table C 7.346. In this instance, the only modifier is the +1 because he is placing it through the front target facing of the vehicle. This dice roll also acts as the hit location dice roll, so if the colored die is higher or equal to the white die, the demo charge is placed on the hull. If the white die is higher, it's placed on the turret. Let's assume the attacker rolls a 3, with a colored 2 and a white 1. Adding a +1 to the DRM for placing it through the front target facing makes the roll a 4, which uses the aerial AF of the target. To find the aerial AF of a target, go to table C 7.11 and find the weakest armor factor of the vehicle, and apply the aerial AF immediately below it. The 2 kill number for a demo charge is 16. The roll is an 8. The AF for the T-34 was a 3, as per our table, which makes a total of 11, which is less than 16, and the T-34 is destroyed. If the placement had not gone so well, and one of the other results had occurred, the tank would have survived. Now another way that a unit can attack with demo charge is throwing it during any friendly fire phase. When this is done, it is not as accurate as placing it, and it cannot be thrown far enough away as not to affect the throwing unit. Also, the target might throw it back at the attacker. To reflect these difficulties, there is a +2 DRM automatically added to the attack against the target squad, but there is also a +3 DRM attack versus the throwing unit as well, both in the 30 column, in addition to any TM the units may benefit from. These thrown modifiers are raised to +3 and +4 respectively if the thrower threw it from a moving vehicle or from horseback. Both attacks occur at the same time, but are rolled separately for both the target and the thrower. Let's see how this works with our 468 throwing the demo charge at a Russian squad in the same building. It's the German's prep fire phase, and the German player opts to throw the DC at the Russian right next to him. Since the Russians are in a stone building, they receive the +3 TEM for the building and the additional +2 for the DC being thrown at them. The German rolls a 6 on the attack for a total of 11 on the 30 firepower column. Now, the German player rolls again for the attack on his own guys. This time he rolls a 4. +3 DRM for the stone building and +3 more for being thrown makes a total DRM of +6 to the 4 dice roll, meaning a final modified dice roll of 10 on the 30 firepower column against the Germans who threw the demo charge. If the throw attempt is against a vehicle, the +2 modifier placed on the placement dice roll. A demo charge can also be used in 2 other ways. There is the set DC. A DC can be set by SSR, or it can be set during play in a building or bridge hex by a unit spending an entire movement phase using hazardous movement and then rolling 1 die with a result equal to or less than its unit size number, as depicted by the number of figures on the counter. This can be modified by leadership. The result is an attack on the 36 firepower column with a -3 DRM and no TEM benefit. So if you set it in the stone building, it will be a 36 attack with a -3 DRM. Quite the nasty surprise. In order for the attack to take place, a part of the unit which set the charge would still have to be in play and be 2 to 6 hexes away with line of sight to the building. At time of detonation, it would have to pass a normal task check. A bridge could also be demolished in the same way. The last way to use the demo charge is to breach a fortified building. This can be done by any good order infantry unit possessing the demo charge by expending 1 MF to place a DC and declaring which side of the hex is the target of the attack. During the following advanced fire phase, a normal amount check on the blast or better, and the DC attack will result in a breach occurring. If there are infantry inside the building, inside the fortified hex, then they are attacked as area fire with all the appropriate DRM. Several notes about the demo charge. Unless it is used by elite infantry, there is a +2 DRM to the breakdown number of the demo charge. If it is a captured DC, there is an additional +2 DRM to the breakdown number of the demo charge. In order for a DC to occur, the attacking unit has to be in good order. If it's placing a demo charge and it survives all first fire and subsequent first fire, but breaks during the final fire, the DC attack still takes place. A DC may not be thrown or placed in the same location as the unit placing DC, unless the unit is Japanese or the target is a vehicle and bypassing the same location. 3. A DC thrown in the advanced fire phase incurs an additional +1 DRM, added to all the DRM but thrown in the DC, unless it was thrown by an opportunity firer. A DC thrown against a vehicle during the advanced fire phase receives a +1 DRM to the placement dice roll instead. 4. A defending unit already marked to the first fire counter may not throw a demo charge. Smoke has no effect on DC attacks except the added movement factors from moving through the smoke to place the demo charge. This concludes our discussion on demo charges. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. For all the latest news and product reviews on this great game, check out our website at www.theadvancedsquadleaderexperience.com. We will be reviewing Journal 12 from MMP and Into the Rubble 2, the last offering from our friends at Bounding Fire. If you have any thoughts, questions, or suggestions, contact me at bob@table-top-war-games.com or drop me a comment here on YouTube. Like always, take care, and thanks for watching.